My web quest is on 4th grade California history. Students will be focusing on the missions, pueblos, presidios, and ranchos. As you can see on the introduction page, students are introduced to the web quest by asking them about their own daily lives and chores in present day. Moving on to the task page, each student will see that they'll be placed in a group of 4, and they will have to choose to research either a specific mission, pueblo, rancho, or presidio. They will also choose whether they are native or non-native to the state of California. They will work together and individually to complete a final project, which will be a brochure discussing each of the specific California landmarks, which they will eventually present to the class. The process page is broken down into 4 weeks. In week 1, students will choose their role as native or non-native and have to choose a specific California landmark. And they will also start a blog, which gives the students some questions underneath each blog entry. Week 2 will be a group assignment, and they will have to complete a worksheet and discuss how it's relevant to California history after reading a book as a class. Also for week 2, they will have an individual blog entry, as they will every week. For week 3, students will need to continue researching for their final project, but they will also be watching a video on weaving, and they will learn how to weave their own miniature rug. Week 4, students will be putting all of their information that they've gathered through the 4 weeks. They're going to be putting it together to make a brochure of missions, ranchos, presidios, and pueblos, and they need to be asking themselves, why would people want to visit this landmark? What are the important facts, daily routines, and especially pictures should be included in their brochure. Week 5 should be presentations. Students will be presenting their travel brochures with their group in front of the class, so each student will discuss each of their parts, and they will also be doing a reflection blog, what they liked about the project, what they didn't like, and if there was anything that they would change about the project. For the evaluation page, students will be evaluated on 2 things. They will be evaluated on their oral presentation, and also they will be evaluated on their brochure as a group. For the conclusion page, it just describes what week 5 will entail. So students will be in their groups presenting to the class. They will have to discuss each of their parts, and they will also be presenting their miniature rugs, which they completed in week 3. The last page on the web quest is the teacher's page. It explains the content standard of the web quest, which was Content Standard 4.2, which is describe the daily lives of the native and non-natives who occupy presidios, missions, ranchos, and pueblos. It explains to the teacher how many weeks it should take, also what the teacher needs. In this particular web quest, they need at least access to 4 computers with internet. They're going to need yarn and cardboard for their weaving project, along with scissors. They also need a printer and copies of Zia for the book portion. They're also going to need to download blogger.com and have a template for a brochure, which I used mybrocsuremaker.com. It also explains what they will be presenting to the class and what they need to know at the end of this web quest. So that was for my web quest, grade 4, California history.